Dear friends, when we hear the news about Afghanistan, the chaos that is prevailing there in that rich country, and also many parts of the Central Asia, and even many parts of India, it forces us to think about education in a serious manner, in the depth level. What are we giving to our children so that they, when they grow as future citizens, how do they respond to the world, respond to one another, respond to the nature? Is so important, and I believe that only education can change and transform the people, and so that through the people, a country can change, a nation can change, the world can change. And therefore, it is apt for us to look at the education sector today, especially in the 21st century, with all the problems we faced with. We need to have a better understanding of what true education is. In fact, to face the world, we need to prepare people. For that, look at a seed. It contains a future tree in every seed. No, if you look at a mango seed, potentially the tree contains a future tree with branches, with the flowers, with the fruits. But every seed won't actualize its potency. In order to actualize its potency, the seed needs good soil, sufficient moisture, adequate sunlight, and uh, sufficient manure so that the seed as it grows gets all the energy, the nutrition that it needs. The seeds which get all these in an adequate manner will actualize its innate potency to bear fruits in plenty. It's obvious that those plants which do not get these will not grow or actualize what it should be. Now, taking that image and applying to children, we see children are like seeds with innate potency to be good, to be divine. They are capable of being good and to be truly human. And that's why Vivekananda says education is nothing but bringing out the innate capacity, inherent capacity, that which the goodness that which is already in human. That is the purpose of education. Every human being is capable of doing good because human beings are uh, of having two important elements. One is one's own heredity and also the environment. So we need to create a good environment for the children. Children are like seeds. All of us are meant to be human. If humanness is not there in us, we will be like that salt or sugar which lost its saltiness or sweetness. In order to grow and actualize our Creator's purpose for us, we need a right atmosphere. A seed needs water, air, soil, manure, sunlight, etc. A child also needs a proper environment. Only and only a right education will make us to understand what we need to grow. We need love. We need peace. We need care and guidance. We need encouragement and appreciation. We need to develop necessary skills to face the world. In short, we need conducive atmosphere to grow as the seeds need a conducive atmosphere to become what it actually is. The purpose of education must be, therefore, creating that conducive atmosphere for people to grow. Because today's pupil, today's children are the future citizens. If at all Afghanistan is facing the problem today, it's because education failed its pupils of the past. Education and the teachers and the teaching fraternity has failed miserably in imparting that goodness that is already in human beings to be brought out. Therefore, educational institutions cannot be mere teaching shops or coaching centers. They have to be of quality, and teaching have to be with a purpose. Today, the type of education we are following does not take this larger framework of education philosophy seriously. Unless and until we make our education value based and liberal, we will not be able to achieve the purpose of our lives. In the modern situation where violence, corruption, and cutthroat competition are the norm of the day, our innate potency to be good is chalked, and our potency to be divine is lost. Education must make us what we actually are and help us to help others. I think the future belongs to education, and proper education, a progressive education, an education that considers human beings as part of the web of life is the only savior. Otherwise, more and more Afghanistans will arise, more and more unrest like the Central Asia will emerge, more and more cruelty and hatred will come in our society as we witness in India in many places. We need to respond to these situations as educators, respond to the situations progressively, respond to the situation considering that everyone as brothers and sisters, responding to the situation as considering that India and the world are diverse. Let us accept the diversity. We are all here to perform a particular role, and all of us have the goodness deep within. We must bring out that goodness. Everyone is good. When we look at a child, we realize how innocent, how loving a child is. But in the process of growth, the child becomes so corrupt, so hateful, so divisional, because the environment the child is living is not conducive for the child to bring out that goodness that already exists in him or in it. We as educationists have a big role to play. In order to make this world a better place to live in, we educationists must focus on the innate goodness of children, teach the children to be disciplined, to be loving, to be peacemakers, so that our world may not turn the way as Afghanistan is today. Let's all pledge together that we will work and fulfill the real purpose of education, that is, bringing out the best in human beings and building up a better society for all to live a peaceful life. Thank you very much, and God bless all of us.